Hiya everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a tag video for you, hence my trampy get up. I couldn't be asked to really get changed, I just whacked some makeup on. So yeah, I thought I'd do a tag video for you. I think it's called 15 random questions, some sort of questions, I don't know. I haven't done a tag for you on this channel before. I did a couple on my old channel, but this isn't a repeat of any of those, so don't worry if you already watched those. But yeah, I'm going to do that for you today. I stole this off Serena from Pretty Wild Things. I don't really know where it originated from, but I'm just going to do it anyway. So I'll get straight into it. I'd say it's singing. Again, this was what Serena said as well. I sing all the time. I'm not, like she said as well, when I'm singing along to a song, I think, yeah, I'm good at this, brilliant. And then when the song goes off and I'm just singing it by myself, I'm just like, yeah, I should probably stop that. So I think I'm good when I'm singing along to a track, but if I went on X Factor or something, they'd probably just like laugh me off the stage. So yeah, singing is probably one of the things I think I'm better at, but I'm not really. A difficult word for me to pronounce is Svorchkovsky. The crystals, what are they called? I can't say it. Swarovski crystals. There we go. No, that wasn't it. But yeah, I don't know if you know what I mean because I can't say it. But me and Molly were actually doing this the other day. We were like, oh, what are they? Neither of us could say the word. So I can't say that word. Sorry, I've written all the stuff down, so I'm just like looking at my pad. I had quite a few favourite TV shows, but when I was like writing this down, I couldn't even think of any. I thought of Power Rangers, Pokemon, Pinky and the Brain, and Tracy Beaker. That's all I could think of. But I did like loads of TV. My eyes look really small. Probably shouldn't have like put this eye makeup on. But I used to love loads of TV programmes when I was little. As soon as I come home from school, I just plant myself in front of the TV and just sit there for ages. Well, my virtues, I think, are that I'm very overly polite, if you will, and I like to think I'm kind. I have a thing about politeness. If you're not polite to me, then I will not be polite to you, but it will like pain me inside to not be polite to you, even if you're rude to me. Like for instance at work, when people don't say thank you, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say thank you to them, and then it like really pains me inside to not say thank you. But if they're going to be rude, I'm going to be rude. That's probably a bit of a vice as well, actually. But more or less all the time, I always say please, thank you. I mean, my mum makes me my tea every night. I always say thank you when I go up the stairs and thank you when I come back down for making it for me. And just like when I go to other people's houses and stuff, I always like thank their parents or whatever for letting me stay. It's just niceness really, isn't it? And kindness. I think I'm quite kind to people. I help them if they need help and shizzle like that. And my vice, I think sometimes I could be a little bit judgmental. Like, well, sort of judgmental, and like if I don't like someone, everything they do just irritates me. For instance, with some boys, the things they do, they just act so childish and like really annoying, and I get really angry and I'm just like, shut up. So on the one hand I'm really nice, but if you irritate me, yeah, I'm not that nice. I don't know if I sort of did those wrong because they weren't really like morally or whatever, but that's all I could think of really, so there you go. Obviously love is more important, but you know, money's a close second because, let's be realistic, if you're in love but you're living on the streets, then the love is going to be hindered a little bit, isn't it? Because you're both going to be miserable. So a little bit of money in that equation, everything's just nice. So love is obviously the most important, but money links in with it a little bit, doesn't it? Fame and power, who really cares about those, really? If I could live in any time period or era, it would be, I think, the 1960s. So I was old enough to appreciate the good music when it came out. Because, like, music nowadays isn't that great, really, is it? But in, like, the 70s and the 80s, it was just amazing. So I'd be born in the 1960s, so I'd be, like, old enough to appreciate it. I'd actually be born in, like, the same time my mum was born. So, yeah. I think I would go for Topshop, and it's a toss-up between International and Primark. I think I'll go for International. But I would shop in Topshop every day if I could, but it is obviously very expensive, you know. I don't like spending a lot of money on myself. I will just buy lots of cheapish things instead of getting one expensive thing. I don't know why, but that's just what I'm like. And Topshop is rather expensive, so I only really buy stuff from Topshop if it is a gift or if I have a lot of money and I can spend it. That's the only time I'll buy from Topshop. But I do love, like, everything they have in there. It makes me very happy. No, I can't recall what I was doing a year ago today. I don't even know what date it is. I think it's like, is it the 10th? Saturday. What date is it? I don't know. What month is it? November. Oh! No. I don't know. Haven't got how can anyone know this question, really? Yeah, I have two reoccurring dreams. They're both like the dreams a psychopath would have, but I have them. I'm not really a psychopath, but they are pretty, like, messed up a little bit. The first one is I'm in my old house. We moved out of our old house when I was like 6. I think I'm about like 10 in the dream though or something. But we're in my old house and the guy from Scream is chasing me around the house with a knife. And you know, people have that dream, but on top of it, my parents are stood there letting him chase me and they're just watching him. And like one bit of the dream that sticks in my head is I'm like on top of my parents' wardrobe in their bedroom and the Scream guy is like trying to slice me and my parents are just stood in the doorway like this. And I'm just like, what the fuck? My parents are really nice people, they wouldn't ever do that, so I don't know why I have that dream, but I have it quite a lot. I haven't had it recently, but now that I'm talking about it, I'll probably have it tonight actually. And the second one is, I've had this dream like 2-3 times. I'm burying a dead body in the back garden of my house. See, I'm like mental, honestly. I had this dream one time before and I was burying a dead body and it was just me by myself, and then my uncle came over for some reason. I don't even like him, and he was like in the kitchen and I was like, oh god, he's going to see me, he's going to see me. So I was like hurrying to bury this dead body. It was like a girl, it was vivid, like horrible. And then the second dream, I was burying another dead body in the back garden and the other body was still there. So I was like, oh my god, what if I accidentally did dig the other dead body up? So I was digging and digging, and then my family was like in the kitchen watching me at the doorway, and then they even joined in at some point. I was just like, it was weird. And yeah, I was burying this other dead body, and I like burying dead bodies apparently in my dreams. Let me know if you've had any dreams like mine or exactly the same, because that would like help me reaffirm that I'm not a psycho. So yeah. My horoscope is a Cancer. I was born on June the 30th. Cancers are like notorious for being really shy and in their shell and emotional and like weepy and stuff, and that is just me to a T. You probably think I'm not that shy because I'm like well, not ballsy, but I do YouTube videos. But in person, once you get to know me, I'm alright, but not really like great at being confident in front of the other people, especially if they're sort of like degrading me. It just makes me go back into my shell even more. So yeah, I'm a Cancer. I just like verged off completely there. My dream bedroom would look like, this probably sounds really cheesy, but All That Glitters 21, her bedroom. I really like her bedroom. It's a bit like, I like it, but it's a bit too samey, a little bit too samey. So I'd like that room, but with like other things incorporated. I have like a bedtime routine that I seem to repeat every night. I don't know why. I start off facing the wall, and then I roll over, and then I lie on my back, and then I face the wall again, and then I either fall asleep there, or I'll like sort of go back onto my back a little bit and fall asleep there. I don't know why I don't just fall asleep, but I don't know, I just don't. My favourite vampire of all time. I always think I'm really sad when these kind of questions are asked, like, do you like vampires? And I have to say yes, because they are really, really cool, but lately, like, people think they're a bit gay and stuff, but I like vampires, well, the programmes anyway, and like stuff like that. I have two favourite vampires. My first favourite is Eric of True Blood, because he is just, he is something special, honestly. If you haven't watched True Blood, just like Google him. He is fit. And the second one is Damon off Vampire Diaries, again because he's very sexual and he's very sexual. I don't know if he's sexual, but he's very good looking. I think I'd just go for the good looking ones, really. You know, who wouldn't? So yeah, they're my two favourites. Oh, and it's sort of because they're both the bad guys as well. Like, Bill and Stefan, the two others, like main characters in those two programmes, they're like the goody ones, and I'm just like, fuck off. So I like the bad ones. I am currently wearing socks. And joggers, by the way. I really am being a tramp today, even though I do have to go to work in like, I think it's an hour, so I should really hurry this up a little bit. My handwriting is very, very messy. I'll give you an example. Right, I'm going to get my college notebook, hang on. Right, so on the first day, this was my handwriting. For me, this is horrible handwriting, but for me this is quite neat. And then when college went on a little bit, this is what my handwriting turned into. Okay, this is sort of my messy handwriting. My handwriting changes all the time, it's just ridiculous. This is sort of messy, but not the messiest I can do. Actually, my questions that I wrote were messy. Hang on a minute. It's quite messy. I just write like a 12-year-old, seriously. So that is the tag. It wasn't really that interesting, was it? And you know what, I tag everyone. If you want to do a video, you can put it as a video response. I don't know what's going on with my video responses. It keeps saying people are posting them, but they don't appear, and it doesn't send me an approval thing. I don't know why, but you can post it if you want, and I'll try and get it to work. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon. Bye!